Shrek X Bread Fanfiction,
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
Are you excited to read this? I picked it out just for you.
They got the ship name, Tread. This is my best ship of 2025. 2026. Fuck. This was made by Patrick Star. Thank you, Patrick Star of SpongeBob fame.
All right, you ready to read?
Okay.
Do you want me to be Bren? You want me Shrek?
Yeah.
The loaf of bread sat in the kitchen, waiting to be sliced and put in the toaster. He looked around the room, wondering what kind of person lived in this house. It was a small hovel in the middle of the swamp. The smell would be unbearable for most, but this particular loaf of bread likes the smell of onions and rotting liver.
Ew.
Suddenly, the door slammed open, and the loaf of bread heard a loud shout.
What are you doing in my swamp?
The loaf of bread was curious. Who could have such a beautiful voice? Was this the owner of this home? Would he eat the loaf of bread? Would he slice him up and put him in the burning toaster?
Why is there 1.2k comments?
The loaf of bread was excited to see what this mysterious creature would do to him. All of a sudden, the creature walked into the room, and the loaf of bread finally saw the face of...
The suspense! They're making us go to the next chapter? I'll look at the comments. The face of me. Shrek!
Oh my god.
Continue the next part.
An ogre! The loaf of bread knew it. This was the most beautiful creature it had ever seen. The loaf of bread blushed, self-conscious about his one true love seeing it in his home, not knowing how it got there. Of course it knew that Shrek wouldn't care how it looked. He knew they were soulmates. It was love at first sight.
Just like you and me.
Am I a loaf of bread to you?
You're just so tasty and scrumptious. Come here.
Do you only see me as food?
No. You're just so tasty.
I don't believe you. The loaf of bread couldn't help but imagine their wedding day, with all of its friends weeping, seeing the loaf of bread get married to its one true love. Stop it! The bread thought to itself. You just met him. You can't be picturing your wedding day already. But the bread couldn't help it. Seeing Shrek in his fabulous wedding gown and all his friends, the croissants, the donuts, maybe even his brother Rye Bread might show up.
The brother Rye Bread? For a moment, I'm like, oh, this sounds really tasty. Oh, wait, no, these are their friends.
You're over here, me. Oh my god, you're right. I was also thinking like, wow, that's a lot of really nice food.
Yeah,
like
oh, that's a nice platter for the wedding. That'd be really... Oh my god, it's the guests. We've been eating the guests this whole time.
And of course, you can't forget Shrek's family too. Donkey, Puss in Boots, his slutty ex-wife Fiona.
God damn! Chilla Fiona. She did nothing wrong.
It would be perfect. Shrek would even become the loaf of the bread's husband, and they would live happily ever after in their small hovel in the swamp.
Wow, they're really putting in like the suspense. Like,
God.
am I the only one who understands the complexity of this literary masterpiece?
That I can't believe Shrek's awful ex is showing up to the wedding.
Oh.
The fact they're that close to even be invited to the wedding is crazy.
Even after all she put him through.
Shrek POV, it's your turn.
Shrek was pissed off. He had spent all day trying to get Lord Farquaad to leave him alone. Lord Farquaad kept coming to his house to try and convince him to be best friends. Shrek didn't need a best friend. He was fine on his own. He didn't need anyone. That's what he kept telling himself. After being bullied back in high school, he didn't think anyone would ever want to be with him, much less friends with him. When he met Fiona, he thought that changed. He could finally trust someone who loved him for who he is, someone who loved him no matter what. Or at least, that's what he thought.
Ooh, we're getting the suspense, and you know.
He would never forget the day he found Fiona cheating on him.
With who?
The day he walked in the door and saw her on the bed, making out with the one and only Donkey! Donkey looked at Shrek straight in the eyes. You can see the anger building up inside of him. Get out of my swamp!
Wait. So Donkey's also invited to the wedding? What?
Fiona and wait, why is Fiona the one that Bread is having issues with and not Donkey? Why is Donkey fine?
Maybe because, like, they're thankful for Donkey, because, like, oh, now I can have Shrek to myself.
Oh, Donkey, it's thanks to you that I can be with my one true love, Shrek-kun. What a man.
Donkey quickly skedaddled out of there, and Shrek finally made eye contact with his once lover. She looked at him with worried eyes, in fear that Shrek would never forgive her.
Sad. Shrek,
She said quietly, almost a whisper. He looked at her in the eye, trying to stay strong as he held back tears. You hurt me, Fiona. Get out of my swamp. She slowly made her way back to the door and looked back at him a final time before leaving. Shrek sat down in a chair and finally let the tears roll down his face. He would never forget how he felt in that moment, and he sure as hell would never forgive her for what she did. But he will sure as hell invite her to the wedding!
yeah, apparently.
Now that he was living on his own, with no ring left on his left hand, he was lonely. Sometimes he wishes he had forgiven her. Granted, she was a hoe. They were happy together. They could have tiny ogre children playing in the swamp together, and someday they would have children making Shrek a grandfather. Trying to get the thought of his slutty ex-wife out of his mind, he went to the kitchen to make some food. Little did he know his life was about to change for the better. When he stepped into the kitchen, he finally saw it. The inanimate object that would change his life. Shrek ran over to the loaf of bread he didn't remember putting there. Did the bread break into his house? Was this a blessing from God?
Oh.
Whatever it was, Shrek was moved by the loaf of bread. He could already tell that they were soulmates.
Oh, wait. Warning, very graphic content. Please do not read if you are under age of 18.
What? Third person POV?
Alright, well, let's get into it.
Oh no, is this gonna be too spicy
I don't
for
know.
words?
I don't know. I didn't think that
I'm
would be
scared!
spicy. Okay, the bread was blushing as much as a loaf of bread could. It waited for Shrek to reach the kitchen. That's when he would finally be with his lover. You're keeping them in the recording, right?
No!
When Shrek reached the kitchen, he looked at the loaf of bread straight in the eyes as he opened the cupboard and pulled out a toaster. Shrek slammed the toaster on the counter forcefully, plugging it into the socket on the wall.
My, this is so spicy. This is not suitable
You know
for
what?
YouTube.
You're right. This is not. Guys, if you're under 18, don't be
You gotta
here.
get out of here. Run away now.
Shrek picked up a knife and slowly brought it down to the loaf of bread. He slowly pushed the knife down into the loaf of bread. The loaf of bread would have made a noise, but it couldn't talk, as it was a loaf of bread. Shrek picked up the slice of bread that he cut off and brought it to the toaster. Where he dropped the bread in the toaster, it could already feel the heat engulfing it.
Oh my god.
Guys, it's getting spicy.
This is getting too spicy.
Spicy.
I think I'm sweating.
It's getting a little spicy, a little hot in here. Goki, you might want to take off that jacket fully.
Oh no. I don't know if I'm ready to.
The bread was in agony. It spent 2 whole minutes in that toaster. It felt like ages, but suddenly the toaster popped up. It sent him flying out of the toaster.
Whoa!
The bread looked down at its body, which is now all crispy and dark brown color. The bread was happy, and it hoped Shrek liked it too.
Oh my!
This will be the You okay?
You know, it's just this fanfic is so spicy, Peachy.
This will be the last chapter. Bread's POV.
Oh no.
Okay. Shrek and the loaf of bread had been together for several years now.
Wow.
They were now standing at the altar at the wedding. The loaf of bread The loaf of bread stared in awe as it saw its soon-to-be husband walk down the aisle. Shrek was wearing a beautiful gown. The bread would have teared up at the sight if it had tear ducts. When Shrek got to the end of the aisle, it looked at his lover with tears in his eyes and said,
I love you. I can't say that properly. I can't do Shrek's voice for shit.
You're doing your best.
Donkey, I love you.
It's only a loaf of bread, not donkey.
Loaf of bread, I love you.
That's
I
better.
I can only do it when I say donkey.
The loaf of bread was overwhelmed with emotion. He could tell that his friends and family, and even the whore Fiona, supported their relationship. All of their friends knew they were in love.
Do you, Shrek, take this bread to be your lawfully wedded spouse? I do. Do you, nameless loaf of bread, take Shrek to be your lawfully wedded husband?
The loaf of bread did not respond, and it was a loaf of bread, as it was a loaf of bread.
I now pronounce you husband and bread.
So that's my extremely effed up fanfic. Shout out to Liam for the idea.
Yo, Patrick Starr, big shout out to you, man. That was amazing. That was peak
Just
fiction.
says, I'm sorry. If you go to click on Patrick Starr's name and you'll
Yeah.
see like short by Patrick, it just says I'm sorry in the description.
I told you that earlier.
That's
Wait,
funny.
this is ranked 923 in bread. Bro, okay, so this was a literary
That was beautiful.
beautiful story.
Oh,
There's a
beautiful.
masterpiece of storytelling right here.
Goki, I'm scared.
Why are you scared, Peachy?
Your tail keeps whipping me from behind.
Yeah. All right, so
Yes.
Peachy, that was an experience, a
You
time.
like it?
Yes, no, Shrek X Bread was very funny.
Yeah, and now that we've finished, maybe everyone else enjoyed watching it too.
Maybe you liked it. What I think it was a good time, and that Shrek running at the camera was pretty funny.
Guys, if you liked it and if you want to see more of us reading some funny fanfics, then please let us know down below.
If you guys enjoyed this video, be sure to like, comment, subscribe, and share it with your friends. Until next time, chippies.
Until next time, chippies. Bye!
Bye.